The next example is example number 8. The question is, find the 11th term from the last term of the AP. The AP here is 10, 7, 4, dash dash, and the last term is minus 62. They are asking the 11th term here. So A11 is what they're asking. But they're not asking from here. They're asking from the other direction. They're saying in the question, find the 11th term from the last term. This was the last term. So from here, they're asking the 11th term. Okay, so when they're asking from here, that means we want to have AP starting from 62. So we'll write down an AP starting from 62. Now observe here, if the sequence was this, the original sequence, the common difference is 7 minus 10 or 4 minus 7, which gives you minus 3 as the common difference. Now when you're writing the AP in the reverse direction, starting from minus 62 if you're writing, comma. So originally common difference was minus 3. But if you're writing the AP in the other direction, in the opposite direction, your minus 3, it becomes opposite sign. So minus 3 becomes plus 3. So common difference, we take the value plus 3. So your sequence will become A plus D. So minus 62 plus 3 gives you minus 59. Again we add 3, will give you minus 56. And so on, 4, 7, 10. This is what we'll get if we write down this sequence the other way around, starting from minus 62. And what has changed here, whatever was the common difference in this direction the common difference was 7 minus 10 minus 3. But if you're changing the direction, of course the common difference value will become opposite. So instead of D as minus 3, in this direction the D value becomes 3. Instead of minus 3, it becomes 3. So taking 3 as the common difference, I write down the AP. So this is our AP now. With respect to this AP, you're supposed to find the 11th term, which can easily be found out now. So this is your first term, and common difference as we learnt for this sequence is 3. So A11 will be using the formula A plus n minus 1 into D. We know A, which is minus 62, plus n is 11. So 11 minus 1 into the common difference value is 3. So we get minus 62 plus 11 minus 1, 10 into 3 will give you 30. So minus 62 plus 30 will give you minus 32. So this is how we do when we are dealing with questions in which we have to write down the sequence in the reverse direction. Okay. Next is example number 9. Okay, the question is, a sum of rupees 1000 is invested. A sum of rupees 1000 is invested. So that means 1000 rupees is like your principal amount. This is your principal amount. Is invested at 8% simple interest per year. So the rate of interest is 8% per annum. Calculate the interest at the end of each year. So at the end of each year, meaning simple interest, we know the formula PTR by 100. This is the formula to find the simple interest. Now at the end of each year, meaning after first year, after second year, how much interest you have to pay on 1000 rupees, after third year, and so on. So this is the first part. And they're also asking in the question, do these interests form an AP? So we'll find simple interest values maybe up to 3 times, like after first year, second year, and third year. So I'll write SI1 as principal is 1000, time is SI1, so first year, rate of interest is 8 by 100. We simplify, we get 80 rupees. Okay, simple interest 2 is PTR by 100 as well, but here time value will be 2 years. So 1000 into 2 into 8 by 100. So 2 zeros cancel, we get 160 rupees. Likewise, simple interest 3 is 1000 into 3 years into 8 by 100. 2 zeros cancel, we get rupees 240. So observe these terms 80, 160 and 240. 80, comma 160, comma 240, comma and so on. So if you see the difference between these two terms is 160 minus 80, which is 80, and these two terms 240 minus 160 is 80 as well. So the second part, which is, do these interests form an AP? Yes, it forms an AP. And lastly, if so, find the interest at the end of 30 years. So we need to find interest at the end of 30 years. So basically they are asking simple interest 30. I mean, of course you can find using PTR by 100 where time is 30 years. But here, because this is an AP chapter, not a simple interest chapter, we are supposed to use AP formula to find interest after 30 years. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to find A30. Okay, of course one can do like 240, you add 80, you get 320. Again add 80, you get 400. So like this, if you do 30 times, you will get your simple interest value. But of course, again, that's not the way you're supposed to do. We have to use the arithmetic progression formula. What is the formula? The formula for AN, the nth term of an AP, was A plus n minus 1 into D. AN, which is A13, so n is 30. A is 80. Common difference 160 minus 80, which is also 80. So A30, which we are supposed to find, is A80 plus n value is 30. So 30 minus 1 will give me 29. 30 minus 1 into common difference. Common difference is 80. Now, there are many ways to simplify. You can multiply 29 into 80 and add 80 to it. But we would like to do smart calculation. You see 80 is common. We'll take 80 out. What is left? When I take 80 common out, here 1 is left. Plus 80 is out, 29 is left. So 29 plus 1 is 30. So you just have to multiply 80 into 30, which is much simpler. So 8 into 3 is 24 and the 2 zeros. So this is your simple interest value after 30 years. So here we have used the concept of arithmetic progression in order to find the 30th term. Simple interest after 30 years means you're finding the 30th term.